and Peter Maynard not playing. He hadn't missed a game so far for the Bays this season. He'd been suspended for 1 game. Also dropping out injured was Ian Hine, but injured a hamstring. And coming into the side, Keith Coleman, David Hulse and Chris Vader. Now, Chris Vader received 6 stitches at training during the week. On Tuesday night, after an incident, he received 12 stitches again today, so he's had 18 so far for the week. Not a bad performance. I think you'd like to forget it. For Norwood today, 3 changes. Out of the side, Lachlan injured, Jarvis and also Scanlon. They both played in the reserves. And coming in, Winter, who'd recovered from the flu, Turnbull back from suspension, and Renfrey getting his 6th chance for the season. So 16,388 went to Football Park in perfect conditions to see what, as I said, was an important game. Norwood had won 6 matches in succession. They'd won 12 out of 18. The Bays had beaten Port Adelaide in the night final, and then last start against West Adelaide had been very impressive in winning at Richmond, and they'd won 11.5 games. Well, at quarter time, the Bays led 6-4 to 4-3. At half-time, Norwood led 9-7 to 8-4, and at three-quarter time, Turnbull kicked a goal after the siren. The Redlegs were in front by 10 points, 13-9 to 12-5. We pick up the game at the beginning of the last quarter, and with me in the commentary position is Robert Oatey.
10 points the difference. What a game it's been. Norwood 13-9 to Glenelg 12-5. All in readiness for the final term. Kernahan against Michael-Annie. Kernahan with the tap. Weston thumped it on. Stemper controlled it well and then played it out in front of himself. Marshall. Greg Thomas made a yard to get there. Marshall. Fosdyke over the top. Stemper controlled it. Handball well done by McGuinness around the corner. Coming in late, Teal couldn't quite hold it. Seabone held his ground. Noble. Handball to Fosdyke. Fosdyke on his right side. That's his left one. To McIntosh. Dangerous if it doesn't come off, but it worked. McIntosh takes his time and then drills it straight towards Hulse. Roberts interferes with Hulse and Hulse gets a free kick.
They put Stewart a centre and he's running around the middle of the ground.
I think he is, and McIntosh is probably on him as Hulse plays it towards Kernahan. Michael-Annie a bit loose here. Kernahan will take the free kick against Jenkins.
He's been a big man on the ground today. Big in every department. Size, skills, and above all, the ability to keep going. Kicks it wide to the flank. Herco in front of Bruce Winter. Strong man, Chris Herco. Good kick, the distance, very high. Spoiled away by Teal, taken by Simons. Whips it around his body, and he's done it again. Tony Simons, beautifully read. Perfect example for anyone who wants to learn how to play football as young people. Not running behind the pack, but coming across the front, always on the defensive side, so that he had the full face of goal in front of him. And he hooked it around his shoulder for Glenelg's 13th goal. 13-5 they are now. They're trailing Norwood by 4 points. Norwood 13-9.
Simons has got 3. We said at three-quarter time off air that first goal was so important in this last quarter. Important that the Bays get it. Kernahan again to Weston. That'll be play on. Michael-Annie. That's Greg Thomas with a floater. Turnbull. 3 players go for it. Coleman thumped it away. Warhurst almost could have got one, then handballed over the top. Frost will get back on it. Played a beautiful game. Holst, quick kick, went towards Lunnis. Lunnis has a bit of space. Jenkins, Lunnis around the body, took a chance. McFarlane made it and did it well. Got it across towards Weston. Glenelg running, 1 bounce to McGuinness. McGuinness on towards Boothie. The handball not good, but it might get to Simons, Robert. Didn't quite. Norwood get back quickly. Ball up.
Simons put his big body in front of Shepherd then. Good on him. Very well done. Did his bit. When it was his turn to Shepherd, he wasn't frightened to do that either. That's a bad handball by Tony McGuinness. Skills looking a bit looser on Tony McGuinness' part at the moment. Centre half forward. Tapped away by Norwood to Adelaide. Adelaide to Ace. Ace to Thomas. Greg Thomas. He's going to run with it. Back to Ace. Ace making ground. Beautiful movement. In fact, he's running a bit better than I've ever seen him before. Beautiful kick into half forward. Spoiled away. Anyone's ball. Neagle. Roberts. He'll straighten up. You can rest assured of that. There'll be no panic stations here. 4 points. That was his man. David Hull standing in the goal square. Just watching it go over his head. And Norwood 14-9. Glenelg 13 goals 5.
Well, Norwood paid $37,000 for Roberts at the beginning of the year. That was made public by the tribunal. And he's worth every cent of it at the moment because that was experience plus, because he could have panicked and kicked with his left foot and he would have hit Hulse lace up on the chest. Took his time and drilled it over his head.
points the difference. Norwood leading. Weston flying. Taken by Michael Andy on the recovery. Kernahan. Scrubby kick to half forward. Sewer. Long handball. Doesn't find the body though. Doothie got a chance. McGuinness in full power. He's got an opportunity. He can't get balanced. Or he doesn't get balanced. Panics a little bit. Noble back in the square. Forcing it over the line. 4 behind to Glenelg. Just rushing it through. 13-6 to 14-9. 9 points the difference. Norwood still leading. Bruce Winter. Beautiful kick. Outer side. Kernahan. Majestic still. Costa Lunnis. Loves to receive them running at the goal. He'll have a go. Beautiful kick to Simons. He's got a chance. All the Norwood defenders that were available flying to save that goal, which they did. Forced it through for another behind. 8 points the difference.
Kernahan's taken 11 marks so far today. I think Winter would be better off kicking it away from him. That's how good he is. Kick towards Lunnis. The bay's in again. Will Lunnis go over the top? He had Duth if he wanted to him. Well, Winter took a chance and missed it. Noble got back, ducked his head, went towards the boundary line. Till's there. He's kept it in play. And again, Norwood rushing behind. And this is important because the bays creep within 7 points. That's twice
setting up a bit of defensive action now on this play. The man for man has been a bit slow for the last few moments. Bruce Winter not having anyone short to kick it to. Glenelg checking carefully. Lunnis will not handball the ball by the looks of things. He wants to kick the goals. Beautiful kick in. It's got over the back now. Stemper's got it forward. Schmal's read it. Pater runs past. Schmal out wide. Norwood running on through Jenkins. He can't take it. Even when he's on his own. Comes back. Stemper. Jenkins getting back into the centre of the ground. Comes across the centre half forward. From the back, Roberts. Spoiled away. Sewer knocks it on. Weston can't make the yard. Bit of pace there from Neagle. Fosdyke. Played well this afternoon. Beautiful evasion. No one tackling him. Warhurst. Thomas. Beautiful play. That's the football that wins. Thomas's kick lacks that timing and power. It just fades away with the leg. And through for a behind. Norwood just extend their lead by 1 more point. They're 14-10, leading Glenelg 13-8.
Coleman booms it to the centre. Michael Annie and Kernahan. Michael Annie with the spoil. Keith Thomas is going to lay it off towards Ace. Roberts, Holst did well. Free kick to Holst.
Did it well. Did it very well.
Yes, he did play that beautifully against Roberts. Gave it straight to McFarlane. McFarlane will give it to Frost. Now, McGuinness is about 60 metres away, and that's the way it's going to go. And the bays could be in here. Will it sit for McGuinness? It does. Schmal had to go to him, and that'll hit Simons on the chest. Now they've got a chance with Painter running. The bays have created a loose man. Simons' kick not good. Stemper got in the road of it. Winter to Michael Annie. Short, kept his head. Asia go to Neagle. Nord will run it now. Neagle could have gone over the top to Keith Thomas. Went longer. Free kick will go to the bays. Pushing against Neil Button. That'll go to Keith Coleman at centre half back.
Graham Corns.
I went to Corns. It must have been against, it might have been against Button anyway. Corns towards Barrett. 15 metres against Tom Warhurst. Barrett from the centre wing. Sewer gives him a lead short. Barrett goes towards centre half forward. Herco. No, Paul Weston, and he takes the mark.
There's a better take. I think it's the first one he's taken today, first grab. He meant business that time.
He's had 14 kicks. This is his 15th kick coming up. Weston is a very long kick. Has kicked a lot of goals in his career today. And this will be a handy one. Screw punt is long and strong. Right to the goal square. Seabone getting set. Noble rescuing for Norwood. Drop punt. Stemper. Sewer. Stemper did it well. Kept his ground. Now he had to go short to Tom Warhurst. Corns trying desperately to make it, and he did it. Well done, Graham Corns, and it'll be a ball in.
And that short kick, not good value. The kick over the top by Frank Stemper to Rocky Roberts may have been of more value, letting Tom Warhurst run up to the play. It's out of bounds. Michael Annie in the front. Kernahan from the behind. McIntosh, he loves it in close. Well done, Michael Annie. Warhurst. Thomas Keith variety. Beautifully placed kick. Knocked on by Button. Magnificently done. Through from behind. Norwood a little unfortunate not to get a free there through Roberts. I took my eye off it. I He may have been interfered with.
He was on that occasion. Robert Holst got into his back, but I think Holst might have been tripped up by Roberts himself, so it might have been a lot in it. And Painter did that beautiful as he shrugged off Greg Thomas and gave it to Weston. Weston will go to McGuinness now. He should go to Duthie. He will, but he took that extra second again and sent Duthie up. And McGuinness has lost him again.
He's too slow on the give. Tony McGuinness not reading the ball. He's only seeing one play. He could have given the long kick then, because the Norwood player had anticipated that handball.
And Robert, had the handball been quicker and a little
bit slowly, nevertheless, Duthie could have felt it a bit better, the attack coming on him. Kernahan's dropped one. Well done, Graham Corns. Runs away to half forward. Play on, touched off the boot. Umpire calling play. It's a better take, Duthie. Well done, Paul Weston. Coming out wide towards Marshall. Marshall accepts the mark on the half forward flank.
Marshall had a lot of kicks in the third quarter. Has a lead from Simons. That's the way he's going. Atlas taking the mark. A little bit taller than Simons at that occasion, but Simons has done a great job. Atlas taking a big chance. Smale made it. He's got two. Duthie bringing up the rear. It sat nicely for two. Got a lucky bounce, but a very poor kick. Straight to Lunners. Lunners has got a paddock. He's got Sewer now. Sewer can go on with it if he wants to. Now he holds it up. Neagle got there late. Sewer go to Weston.
Well, the trouble being, of course, if you're not spot on with that kick, the player coming from behind, she's a rebound up straight up the ground.
Teal, of course, setting that up by not looking, but there are a wall of Glenelg players across the centre wing on that occasion. And Weston's a bit closer. If he kicks this as well as he did the last one, he'll kick a goal.
He's kicked it all right.
Screw punter, Boomer, I think it's gone through. He's got it, the captain, and the Bays are within 3 points, and Weston's got his second.
Well, it remains kick for kick. The players still going, particularly Stephen Kernahan, and now we see Paul Weston sneaking into the half-forward line. A very confident kick there by Ralph Sewer across the ground, resulting in that goal. Looking for Paul Weston. And Paul Weston is just starting to pick up a few kicks now. Maybe the pace has slowed down a bit. He was found wanting a little early with his pace, but he's certainly not found wanting with his kicking ability. And that was a terrific kick on that occasion, as was the mark, with Keith Thomas coming in behind him.
Well, what do you think, Robert? 3 points of difference. The Bays have started again well, 11 minutes in.
Norwood have rallied on every occasion they've caught up with them so far, but Glenelg has got to hand it to them. They've been behind most of the day, but at the same time, they have not stopped going at any stage.
14-11 to 14-8. Makes you laugh a bit when people say the Bays can't take pressure. Michael Annie, thumped by Weston to centre half forward. Stemper gives it to Teal. He's got no one to kick it to. He ran it to Noble. Left foot by Noble high. Warhurst. Corns did it beautifully. Straight down the throat of Marshall. High by Marshall. Stemper from the back. Also Michael Annie. Here's a chance. Seabone will get it to Weston. And Weston should go straight over the top to McGuinness. And McGuinness should eat this from centre half forward. Oh, he miskicked it. And here's the chance anyway. Simons has put it through. And the Bays are in front. And Simons has got his fourth. An important player at the moment for the Bays, getting kicks, and so is Weston. They're 3 points in front, 15-8 to 14-11. Neagle with a quick one. Corns has got it. Corns doing well on Warhurst. Norwood in trouble just at the moment up forward. Corns. Kernahan. Michael Annie. Fosdyke should go to Aish. Held it up. Aish has got it now. Now he's got Roberts leading, and that's the way it's going. Roberts has made it. That was a great kick by Michael Aish.
They're doing a lot of hard work though, Norwood. They're running around the boundary line a lot. They've made it hard work for a lot of the game.
Short. Fosdyke's got it. I think it's because they're outgunned up forward, Robert, in the height division.
Yes.
They've got to do it the hard way. Hines coming on, Michael Annie coming off. And I don't think Fosdyke, even with his best, could make this distance.
They're not giving it to Button anyway, Bruce. They can't seem to get at him. They've got Warhurst at centre half forward, Button at forward. They've got two big strong men there. If they can get it into them.
Left foot by Fosdyke is a strong kick. He's got the distance. Touched. Was that touched before it went out? No, it wasn't. Out of bounds on the full.
I think it might have hit the post, Bruce.
Yeah, well, the post is rattling, whether the players hit it or the ball, but anyway, the umpire was in perfect position. And Corns will bring it back in with the Bays in front. Missed kick. It'll bounce in, though, and then sit up. Painter, oh, he did that beautifully. And then got it to Marshall. Marshall had no one to kick it to, and then kicked it straight to the boundary line. A kick that made Weston. What a kick. 20th kick by Marshall. He just kept it in.
You don't see a better kick to touch than that. In the rugby game, you're allowed to kick it over the line on the full. He lobbed it an inch inside.
You wouldn't call that deliberate, would you?
Not much.
Oh, he shouldn't be penalised for school like that anyway. It's Weston thumped it to the boundary line, and again a ball in.
Out of bounds. 15-8 Glenelg, 14-11 Norwood. 14 and a half minutes into the last quarter. Kernahan, Hine from behind. No one touching it. Seabone, look out of the road, Peter Mead. Fosdyke, another evasion. Done some good work this afternoon. Thomas, they're still running around the boundary line. They can't seem to get up the line. Corns with an opportunity. Spoils away. Kernahan knocks it forward to Painter. Painter to McGuinness. His movement's terrific. It's a long handball to Weston. Weston goes straight for the goal on a one out. This is the opportunities they need. A bit of luck and they've had it.
Paul Weston's got 3 and the Bays have got the break. 16-8 to 14-11. What a goal by the captain.
Well, this year, maybe the year of the Tiger. I tell you what, that was an ounce of luck if ever they need it. And it's the point I was trying to make as far as Norwood are concerned. What is happening is with Norwood, they're not attacking that full face of goal with that kick. They're tending to finesse it across the half-forward line. And they're taking 2 or 3 more takes and gives to get it to the square.
Hine in the ruck against Kernahan. What a game he's played, Kernahan. They're not going to recall them today. Aish will get a free kick against Weston. Paul Weston's played a marvellous last quarter. He's been outstanding. Norwood have got to get a lift from somebody. Aish to centre half forward, Tom Warhurst. Roberts, can he provide it? He's got Greg Thomas. Can Coleman make it? He can't. Greg Thomas takes the mark. Now Button's in the goal square on his own. He's only going to go over the top.
Right, they're from behind.
Frost has marked it.
That kick, you see that slow kick, Bruce, modern football. Players cover 20 metres in the distance of that kick. Beautiful mark. Marshall.
Gee, Marshall's lifted, Robert.
He's played well most of the day. They put him on the Fosdyke. I think that was a winning move. Paul Weston, who's got loose across the centre and up in that half-forward area during this last quarter. It's been a very good receiver for them, and they've needed someone up there to do it, and he's provided them with the opportunity. Another prodigious kick. Kernahan over the top to Sewer. Small, he's in trouble. They're running him down. Sewer's got the pace. Has he got the luck to put it through? Winter dropping back, but the kick beats him and through from behind. Ralph Sewer kicks it behind for Glenelg at 16-9 now, Glenelg. 14-11 Norwood. We're equal shots and we're 10 points the difference. 10 points in the favour of the Bays. Sewer kick by Winter. Adler dives on the ball. Tap between his legs. Sewer fumbles.
McFarlane took a dive. Foster was in the right position to see it, and it'll be a ball up.
That was a bad bit of play by Ralph Sewer. When the pressure was on then and he had to take that ball, he panicked it. Something you wouldn't want to see from your most experienced players.
Norwood in trouble here because Marshall, Weston and also Kernahan have got a barrier 1 kick away. Adler will have nothing to, will get it to Fosdyke. Now here's where the trouble will be.
They'll run it out, Bruce.
They'll have to. Tom Warhurst will
play it now.
Over the top. Now Teal's gone to centre half forward. That's a move by Barham. Keith Thomas will go over the top to Greg Thomas. They've got to run it through. Teal made way for Greg Thomas. He'll go to McIntosh. McIntosh made it. McIntosh at centre half forward. A long high kick, it's straight. Roberts getting into the back of the opponent, and well done, Frost. What a game he's played, Jack Frost. David Frost, of course, but we'll call him Jack, and it's a behind. 14-12 to 16-9.
He's come across beautifully from the back then. Roberts holding ground, letting that ball go through. It was right on line from McIntosh. Norwood running it out from defence beautifully to avoid that back play. Coming in, Keith Coleman.
Weston the front spot.
Yes, off hands. Free kick to Glenelg. A little bit of height there. Wayne Smale not being able to reach. Lunnis. He loves running with the footy. Beautiful kick over half forward, giving Duthie the opportunity. Stemper on his tail. McGuinness. Now he's got a chance. They'll never catch him. He's got to go all the way. It's right on line to Seabone. See, that's reflex. This is footy. Hey, Ralph, I think you better take it easy.
They're confident, Glenelg. Seabone to Marshall to Sewer.
It was always on. Every play was on. Now's the kick.
Drop punt. I think he's got it. No, he missed it all. Gee, that's a vital one by Sewer. 1-3 to Sewer. That might have been enough, Robert, that goal, because I don't know if Norwood can get back anyway.
He got back a bit far, Ralph, to receive the kick. Beautiful kick out to Smile. Well, there's plenty of time, Bruce. We're only 19 a bit. Smile to the centre wing. Beautiful mark by Ace. He's not wasting any time. Whips it into half forward. Teal. Move from centre half back. Gets it back to Thomas. No, intercepted beautifully. Thomas holding on. Umpire says play on. Ace. Lifting his game. Into centre half forward. Robertson Holst. Over the top to Button. Button can't recover. Coleman. Kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Would have been delivered anyway if they hadn't got out of bounds on the full.
Beyond, yeah.
Well, he went straight there, didn't he? He had to.
His left foot didn't look too good on that occasion.
It was an amazing kick, of course, but a lot of pressure on him. Teal from the pocket. Yeah, I wonder why he didn't go the handball, but anyway.
Can he kick the kick? That's the thing. Simons has kicked one. Not a little bit close, then he can kick the kick, all right. Hold that, young Errol. Beautiful kick, Jim Till. The centre half back. An error from Keith Coleman, or perhaps not that big an error. You don't see too many goals kicked from that position. Plenty of people suggesting that those kicks are layer kicks. Heard that over many years. We've seen two this afternoon. One from Tony Simons, one from Jim Till. It's just a matter of how good a footballer you are as to whether you can make the ball bend. Magnificent bit of football there by Jim Till, putting Norwood back in it. 4 points to difference.
10 to 15-12, 20 and a half minutes gone. What a game. Kernahan with a thump. It went through Michael Aish's arms. Duthie thumps it onto centre half forward. Schmal, it's sat for him. High kick. Teal underneath it. It'll be a free kick down the ground against the Bays, and it's going against Painter.
Tony McGuinness couldn't even try to tackle then. I think he's feeling the pinch.
Roberts on a lead. He's held it. It's been paid. So Teal got it to Roberts. Holst not happy, but I think David Holst would be better off giving it straight back to Roberts, because Rocky, if he got 15 metres, would make a certainty of it. Long way out, Robert.
Well, not bad for him. 50?
I said earlier he couldn't make it down the other end, and he did. He's going to have another go.
50 metres, tired man.
Kicked 4 goals today, Roberts. Came off in the third quarter, looked out of the game, was injured. Drop punt is a strong one, a high one, a long one. It's gone through. Roberts has got his fifth in order in front. What a game of football. 16-12 to 16-10.
The crowd's gone wild. Anyone that said it's not worth $5 to come to the football on a Saturday afternoon, you should be here this afternoon. It's been a great game of footy. Fair contest, fast contest, and plenty of skill.
We're all biased, I know, but isn't this the greatest game in the world?
That's nothing better than it.
Kick for kick, 16-10 to 16-12. Can Kernahan, does he have any more energy? He thumps at the centre half forward. Fosdyke had an area. Sewer off the ground. Seabone. It's sat for him. Will it get to Sewer? Stemper got back well. Steady. Nowhere to go. Great tackle by Seabone. Holding the ball.
Yeah, that was well done. Frank Stemper didn't reflex it. Tried to dodge first. Then give it.
The Bays can get back. They've got plenty of time.
A lot of men in the square though, Bruce.
High kick by Seabone. Herco setting himself. Off hands.
Simon's tackled him.
Winter with a quick kick to the outer side. Now will it set for Jenkins? It didn't. Lannis, he's got Painter. That's the way he'll go. Now Schmal's got to go to him. Painter's handball just missed McGuinness. McGuinness looked for a free kick. It'll be a ball up.
Yeah, I think he was looking for the ball, Bruce. It's a very bad handball towards McGuinness. I've said that Lannis wouldn't handball. He gave it away that time.
Michael Annie about to come on for Norwood.
Yes, they'll chase their rucks off the boundary line. Hines out in the middle of the oval, though. Knocked forward by Glenelg. Adler, he's grabbed. Free kick through the back.
Might have been a bit lucky,
15 metres. No. Umpire not playing it.
Think he was a bit lucky?
Oh, hard to say. They paid some holding the balls for that this afternoon. Still, he's going for the ball. Keeps the game moving. The ball's in motion. Spoiled away by Glenelg. Smile from the back pocket. Strong up the line. Handballs it forward. Norwood going to kick up that wing. It looked like Jenkins. Off hands from Barrett and Thomas and out of bounds.
Gee, Greg Thomas did that well. He's giving away about 6 inches, and that was his only hope to thump the ball towards the boundary line. Michael Annie still getting ready to come on. Hine against Kernahan. Hine won it. Can McIntosh get to it? It's set for him okay. We'll give it back to Turville. Turville over the top to two. This is important to McIntosh. McIntosh at centre half forward. Oh, great tackle by Barrett. What a magnificent tackle.
It's the perfect example, though. He wouldn't give the ball away. He knew he was on his left foot. Greg Thomas in front of the goal. Frost to the outer side on the rebound to Lunnis. Lunnis is certainly gets a lot of kicks. He's played inside his player well on this last quarter. McFarlane to Marshall. Coming across the ground, Glenelg. They've got to get into that goal area quickly. They're doing what Norwood did. It's a 15-metre penalty or a play on, one of the two. Beautiful kick to Weston. But now we find Norwood defence managing to kick the Glenelg side around the boundary line. They won't let them get into that goal-scoring area. Paul Weston needs a 300-metre one.
20 kicks, 10 marks to Weston.
He can't get the accuracy. Beautiful kick. Spoiled down. Hine. Adler. Behind. 1 point the difference.
16-11 Glenelg. 16-12 Norwood. 108 to 107. We're into the time-on period. Most quarters have been only about 28 to 29 minutes. Now who can Winter kick it to? He's got to kick it away from Kernahan. Oh, not a strong kick. Lannis, Jenkins, Neagle, McGuinness. Great bump there by Turville. McGuinness again. Brought down, got it over the top. Now here's a man that can do it, Simons. Simons in the pocket. He's still going. His snap won't get there. Fosdyke will make it and take the mark.
I wonder if he knew he only had to kick a point, Bruce. All he had to do was kick a point. Beautiful play by Norwood now. A rebound from Fosdyke to Stemper. Stemper with control to Michael Annie. He can't take it.
Oh,
There's those hands marks again, Bruce. Drop the body back. You still shouldn't miss it, but you do.
would never have dropped it in the centre of the ground. At the boundary line, it must play havoc with him. Kernahan over the top. Neagle missed it. McGuinness, great tackle. Turville throws himself on it now. He's got some time. He can go for a long run. High drop punt. He's tired. McIntosh, McDermott, Corns. McIntosh, Roberts, Corns over the top. Ball up centre wing. I reckon there's about 2 minutes to go.
At least.
Norwood a point in front. Kernahan still running. Michael Annie against him. Players are tired. They've given 110%, every one of them. Michael Annie won the tap. Roberts, no. McIntosh again a ball up. At three-quarter time, it was 13-9 to 12-5. Norwood have kicked 3-3 and the Bays have kicked 4-6 since that time. They're within a point, Glenelg. The tap by Weston. Aish beat two. Ducked his head. Painter the sewer. Well done, Sewer to McGuinness. Here's the chance. He missed it. Great tap
again. He's playing. He's really got the jitters, Tony McGuinness. High in the air towards Kernahan. He's interfered with. McIntosh off hands. Here comes McFarlane, who's played a beautiful game. Tony McGuinness, a magnificent handball forward by Ralph Sewer. McGuinness trying to kick the score before he had the ball. He's quite emotional at the moment with himself. He's got to keep cool. This is when the great players fight a little bit.
Next goal wins it, Robert. No risk about that.
The next point draws it if Glenelg get it in. Stemper.
Frost with a chance. Till will keep pressure on him. Frost went straight to the boundary line. And Meader's going to play it against him. What a courageous decision.
No, it was a correct decision.
It was.
Courage. Just has to be done. This is the umpire.
What's Till going to do? He's going to play it on. Doesn't know where to go. Short. Fosdyke. Could be dangerous. Thomas made it though for Norwood. Will it sit for Button? Across to Keith Thomas.
Right man's got it.
High kick. Greg Thomas will get underneath it with Corns. McDermott back towards Hulse. Greg Thomas will try and run him down. Hulse got a quick kick. Michael Ace can sew it up from the boundary line. Fell over to Fosdyke. Fosdyke will run around. High kick by Fosdyke. Into the goal square. Button from the back. He's Roberts. He's found it. No, he hasn't.
Fumbled it over the line, maybe. That's the winning score, Bruce, I'd say. Glenelg need a goal now.
Well, they've got Painter loose in the centre. Coleman's going to go to Kernahan. Kernahan over the top, and he takes the mark, and Weston's loose, and they've still got a chance. And that's the way it goes by Lannis to Weston. Weston will go to Duthie. Can Smale get there? No. Duthie missed it. Tapped it back towards Weston. Stepper's got to try and make it. Weston took a chance.
No free.
Well done by Adler. Weston again. Play on, says Foster. Ball up.
Good final football. Laid back by Hine. Smile, strength, well done. Clears it away. Teal at centre half forward. Teal to Neagle. Neagle up in the pocket. I think it's game, set and match, Bruce. Beautiful kick in there. Punt will mark it. You watch. Oh, not quite. Corns. Tackle. Free kick to Glenelg now. I think it's Keith Coleman. Held his ground beautifully. Have they got enough energy to keep it up, these players? Kernahan, he's done it again.
What a player he is as he gives it across to McFarlane. McFarlane towards Painter. Painter must lift. Can he get there before the boundary line? He runs it to the boundary line and it'll be a ball in. 30 minutes has gone. It's 16.13 to 16.11. There are about 18,000 here and they should stand up and cheer these players because they've given everything. Painter, Marshall, McFarlane. He'll go to Weston. The Bays have still got a chance. He's got to keep his head. He's got to go to the goal. Then that's going to go close. It's long. It's going to go through. Weston's won it to the Bays. What a goal. What a magnificent kick. A captain's goal. And the Bays will win it. 17-11 to 16-13 and Weston's kick 4.
Well, McFarlane did a beautiful bit of play in the centre of the ground. Held his cool. Fumbled the ball a couple of times but managed to stay hold of the ball. And Paul Weston, with one of his most prodigious kicks, has produced the unbelievable for the second time. And certainly the Bays day. That's the second ball that's bounced through when bouncing in front of the goal square.
Magnificent goal by Weston. The siren's got to go at any second. McGuinness won the kick. It's gone now into the Norwood one. 17-11, 113. 16-13, 109. And the Bays have won a game at Football Park we'll remember for a long, long time.
And what a finish. I've never seen John Halbert quite so excited after a game. Ralph Sewer, Paul Weston. He kicked 3 goals in that last quarter and kicked the ball as long as I think he's ever kicked it. Ralphie Sewer, who missed a couple in the last quarter but did do some good things, and Glenelg thrilled with their win, 17-11 to 16-13. What a magnificent game it was. Weston got 4, Simons, the pinch hitter, got 4, Herco and Duthie both 2, and for Norwood, Roberts got 5, Keith Thomas got 3, and Greg Turnbull got 2. Well, Paul, will you ever forget that last quarter?
No, I don't think so, Bruce. It was a tremendous quarter of football by both teams. You know, I guess Norwood are very unlucky to lose, and you know, I believe we would have been unlucky to lose too.
What decision did you make when you were running through half forward at the 30-minute mark and you could see the goal 70 metres away?
Well, you know, there was no leads, and I thought, you know, time must be getting on. I thought, oh, well, I'll just have a go, and lucky enough, it took a couple of bounces and went straight through. It was a beautiful sight.
Well, 18 kicks, 13 marks, 6 handballs and 21 hit-outs and a goal. That's not a bad performance, Stephen Kernahan.
Oh, yeah, it's better than usual with that. Went all right, but the whole team performance helps a lot.
Stephen, did you set yourself up for today knowing that Peter wouldn't be playing?
Yeah, well, I've never thought about a game so much during the week, and last night I didn't sleep too much. I was just thinking of tomorrow I got a job to do and I had to do it. And well, I was so psyched up at the start. If I played bad, I would have killed myself.
So you could say is a turning point in the game when there's only one kick in it. It had been kick for kick all day. But did you think at any stage that you were getting on top, that you were going to get a break?
Yes, when we hit the front in that third quarter, I thought that we could go on with it from there and definitely get a winning break. But to Glenelg's credit, they came back. Also, we had the opportunity in the last quarter to kick a lot more goals than what we did. We messed around a bit in the forward line, and that's just not our style of play. You know, we didn't use the ball correctly.
Well, it's a bit of a setback, especially from a top 3 point of view, but all certainly not lost.
No, all's not lost. It just brings us back down to earth, and a big crunch, I might tell you. And Neil's not very happy, and of course the players aren't happy at all. And you know, now we know that we've got the job ahead of us again, and there's 3 games to go, and we're still looking for that 2nd or 3rd spot, and I hope we can do it.
Norwood's acting captain Greg Turnbull. I wonder if it will be the year of the Tiger. We'll find out on October the 2nd. We'll take a break, come back and go to the Richmond Oaks.